Hello and welcome to the fourth episode of the Practical PM, your friend, philosopher, and guide to product management. In the previous episode, we learned the principles of problem breakdown, and I would request you to go through that episode if you haven't before proceeding with this one, because in this episode also we will continue with the same theme and understand it better by taking a specific example. Our specific example is that of a food delivery company with multi-city operation. And the issue we are trying to address is that there are number of orders today has fallen down compared to yesterday and their baseline. So how do we go about figuring out what has gone wrong because of which the orders are down? Whenever I ask this question to people, I am often offered immediate answers. Something may have gone wrong with our latest release, or there may be tech problems. Non-engineers typically start from there. Or they ask if there is a new competitor in the market that is stealing away our users. Engineers often start by asking, has a discount been taken away today because of which people are not placing the orders? Now, the problem in trying to intelligently guess the answer is this, that any of these things could indeed have happened, as could have thousand other things. Each of the things in the list can have thousands of variation. Tech error by itself can mean thousands of different things. If you start working your way through everything that could possibly have gone wrong, you will take days to arrive at an answer unless you are very lucky to strike the right one in the very beginning, if that at all. So what is the solution? The solution is to lean on our old friend, structured problem solving. In this case, framing the problem is easy. It is already framed. In fact, we know that the relevant metric is number of orders per day. So then to figure out why it is down, we have to do the problem breakdown. How? I have the contextual information that it is a multi-city operation. So one of the first things I will do is a category breakdown across the city to see if orders are down overall or only in specific cities. Then if the product is multi-platform, that is there is a website as well as, let's say, Android and iOS apps, then I will also do a category breakdown on platforms to see if there are specific platforms in which orders are down. Then depending on where the orders are down, which could be specific cities or specific platforms or some combination of the two or even overall, I will do the next level of breakdown, which will be funnel breakdown. The funnel on a food delivery product may look like this: opening the app, assuming it is an app, or else landing on the website, viewing menu, adding items to cart, entering address, making payment, and placing order. So I will draw this funnel for today and I will compare it with the funnel for yesterday to see that at which of these stages drop off is higher today compared to yesterday. Suppose the maximum discrepancy is at enter address stage. That is almost similar number or percentage of people are adding items to the cart, but fewer of them are succeeding in entering the address. So then I will drill down here further, possibly draw another funnel to figure out what has gone wrong here. To do that, I have to see what all happens after people add items to the cart. So they may see delivery charges, they may see and apply coupons and discounts. Then they may either select an existing address or add a new address to enter the address. So at each of these stages, I will ask further question. If they are seeing delivery charges, has the average delivery charges shown gone up? And if that is the case, have we actually increased the delivery charges, or is it that more people are seeing non-zero delivery charges? If more people are seeing non-zero delivery charges, why has that happened? Are people not getting the coupons to apply, or are they not applying it? If they are not getting coupons to apply, what are the kind of coupons that are not available today which were available yesterday or before that? If all of this is fine and people are still not entering addresses, is it because they are not selecting as many existing addresses as yesterday, or is it because they are not adding new addresses? In each of these cases, if they are not able to do it as much as yesterday, what are the errors or issues we are seeing? So by drilling down deep into each of these, you will arrive at specific problems. So you may realize that the delivery charges shown have gone up because more people are seeing non-zero delivery charges. And why is that happening? Because a month ago, a lot of people had received a promotion which gave them free delivery for a month, and now that has expired for all of them together today, and so a lot of them are seeing delivery charges and are dropping off. Or there are some popular promotions which have expired today, because of which people are getting lesser discounts, and some of them are finding price too high and dropping off. Or you may notice that there is some error coming when people are trying to add a new address, in which case you know that there is a tech error in that part of the code. So this way you identify specific issues, and depending on what the issue is, you go ahead and solve it, potentially with the help of other teams. Going back, if suppose the extra drop was not at enter address stage but at open app stage itself, and specifically let us say app open on Android app has gone down. So what do we do? This is a completely different problem from the previous one, and it needs its own breakdown and problem solving. So if app open has gone down, one of the first breakdown I will do is by the type of users. Any day on the app there will be new users who have just been acquired, or there will be existing users who have signed up or ordered before and are coming back today again. Then each of these kind of users will come through different traffic sources. New users can come through organic or paid sources. Paid sources can be different ad platforms like Facebook, Google Ads, affiliates, etc. Existing users can come directly because they have the app, they open it, or they could come from mobile notifications, email or SMS notification, etc. They could also come from retargeting ads that we run, which can again be on different platforms like Facebook, Google, etc. Then we will want to see which of these buckets have gone down. Suppose existing user traffic is fine, but new user traffic has gone down. Now it may happen that specifically your Facebook campaigns have tanked and your Facebook traffic is down. Or it could happen that Google has released an update to their search algorithm and suddenly your SEO has tanked and hence your organic traffic is down. So you will be able to find the specific problem, and depending on the problem you will have to find the solution. If SEO has tanked, it will not be possible to solve it quickly. In that case, you may have to work with growth team to ensure that they spend more on paid acquisition so that it can compensate for the organic traffic that we are losing. Or you may have to work with business teams to give better offers to the existing users who are indeed coming, so that they place more orders than usual to compensate for the orders that we are losing from user who would have come organically. If Facebook campaign has tanked, then it may be possible to get it back up quickly, but even that may take a day or so, and you will have to take a call on whether we can live with lower traffic by then, or you should do something else to compensate for that lower traffic. So this way you can see that when you use structured problem solving and problem breakdown, you can eliminate a lot of things that could have gone wrong but have not, and hence come to the actual issue faster. Structured problem solving is faster problem solving. You will be able to identify the issue, whether it is in marketing, tech, or it is indeed a competitor stealing the users. If a competitor is stealing the users, for example, you will see the drop only in the cities in which competitor has launched. And also most of the drop should be at app open level itself. Or if, let's say, there was a tech problem and the drop was at ad address level, then your tech team can focus on only that piece of code instead of looking through all other kind of tech errors that might have come but have not. If marketing has gone wrong, then again your drop should be at the app open level itself, and that too through the specific channels that have gone wrong and not the others. So that is all about problem solving, specifically problem breakdown. Hope this helped. I will end the episode here. In the next episode, we will look at how do we answer the questions we have been asking during problem breakdown. How do we see funnels or order data or customer information or platform data, etc. And what are the tools, techniques and information sources available at our disposal for all of that. Thank you so much. Do tune into the next episodes as well.